Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about transitioning from a working mom to becoming a stay-at-home mom. I transitioned to being a stay-at-home mom back in May, and it was the right decision for my husband and I because I was entering my third trimester of my pregnancy, and we also had a preschooler who was getting released for the summer, and so we just thought this was perfect timing because this way I'll get to spend time with my older son while I'm pregnant, and he's still my only child. And then once the baby gets here, then I'll be home and my older boy will be in kindergarten. It all kind of happened at the same time. My oldest son went into kindergarten, and 3 weeks later, my little baby was born. So I want to share with you some tips that worked for me and my husband to get me from working to staying at home. I worked in a corporate law firm, and I want to say that the first thing you want to do is consider how you're going to leave. If this is a job that's important to you, like mine was to me, I worked really hard to get into the position that I was in, and so leaving is not a decision that I took lightly. So you want to make sure that you're leaving on good terms, not only with your boss and your superiors, but also with your coworkers. So just make sure that you're giving enough notice and that you leave with a positive attitude, and kind of keep the window open if that's something that you want to maybe look at going back to later. My second tip is to communicate with your partner. So talk and talk and talk some more about what it's going to look like when you're home. What are the roles going to be? You have certain roles in your household now. So what are the roles going to look like when you're staying at home? Are you going to, take on more of the housework, or is it going to stay the same? For every family, it's going to be different. So just make sure that you and your spouse or your partner have a genuine understanding of what it's going to look like once you do make the transition to being at home. Number 3 is to talk about budget. Definitely write out all of your expenses and look at the things that you're spending money on and decide what you can cut back on and what you can completely cut out. You also want to think on the opposite side of the budget. If you're staying at home, what are you going to gain back from not doing anymore? Like, for example, me, I don't have a commute to work anymore, so I'm saving gas and mileage. My commute was about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. So when I decided to stay home, I immediately lost 2 hours of a commute every day. And so I'm only bumping around in the community now, so I don't spend nearly as much money on gas as I used to. Also, my child entered kindergarten, but like I said, my second son was born in August. So by me staying at home, we're not paying for childcare anymore, which is amazing because I get to take care of our baby, and that's the best feeling ever. Number 4 is to research groups in your community that are supportive of stay-at-home moms. I found a local Facebook group for my community that it's just a mom's group. They host playdates twice a week in local areas like the YMCA, local churches, and sometimes they travel farther to the Children's Museum or places like that. And this is a really good chance for moms to socialize, but it's also a wonderful opportunity for the kids, no matter how old they are. I know for me, I've taken my baby to events a couple times since he's been born, just so that I have a chance to get out of the house and communicate with other moms and have an adult conversation. I think that reaching out to a Facebook group or to a mom group before you begin your journey as a stay-at-home mom is really important because you can get some advice from them and ask the other moms how they've made it work, things that they would have done differently, etc. My final tip is to ask yourself why. Why do you want to be a stay-at-home mom? I know for me there was definitely more than one reason, but I know with my oldest son, and I didn't have the opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom yet, it was really sad because I would go to the sitter or to the daycare and pick him up, and they would tell me things that he did for the first time or things that he achieved in the day that I was missing and hearing it from a third party. That always bummed me out, and once we reached a place financially where I was able to stay home, I definitely wanted to take advantage of that. So ask yourself why. Why do you want to do it? Is it to take care of your family? Is it to not miss out on your child's milestones? Is it to save money? You'll know the reasons for your specific family, but definitely know why, because the why is going to be so important when you have doubts or when you have fears. Go back to that why. Why am I doing this? Why am I passionate about this? And why do I want this? I think if you know the whys and if you have proper planning, then you'll be fine on your journey to transition at home. If you have any questions, I would love to help you. So you can leave me a comment below, or you can send me a private message on my Instagram account. I would love to hear from you. I really appreciate you watching this video. If it was helpful to you, please consider giving it a like, and I would love to have you subscribe. I post videos several times a week, and I would love to have you in my YouTube family. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you very soon. Take care.